You may remember what your life was when you were 15. For the woman you're about to meet, she was abducted and held captive in the sex trade industry, and she published this book, Smoking Out the Shadows. She's now a published author. Rosalind Metcalf joins us now to share her powerful story in hopes that you can meet her at a free event. It's from 4 to 7 at the Pabst Best Place on Juneau Avenue. And you're running a nonprofit as well called Healing Hearts and launching your book.
Healing starts today, yes.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell me, how were you abducted at 15?
Well, there were some events that had taken place prior to that day, but that day that I was actually taken, I was getting off the school bus, going home, and the perpetrator pulled up and basically led me into his vehicle.
And you were held captive for how long?
Well, I wasn't able to leave out of his house for about 2 weeks. In that 2-week period, there was a lot of verbal, physical, sexual abuse. Basically, he pumped enough fear into me so that he could trust I wouldn't report him. You know, I would return back to him.
Wow. And then how did you get out?
He was incarcerated maybe about 11 months after he had taken me, and it probably took me a couple of weeks for it to sink in that I was actually free. And once it did, I was gone, and I was on to the next chapter.
And now he's in federal prison.
He's in federal prison right now. I believe about 5, maybe 6 years ago, I could be a little off right now, but he was charged with 14 counts of child sex trafficking, kidnapping, and I don't know, just a host of things.
He didn't stop.
He did not stop. Actually, I believe that he got worse.
Wow. What are the lasting impacts that people don't realize the victims have once they've been sex trafficked?
I think just like with any level of trauma, that there's a process, and it looks different for different people. It just really requires a lot of patience and understanding. Some people, you know, it could take a lifetime, you know, where other people it may take 5 years, it may take 15 years. So just understanding that aftermath looks different for different people.
Is that why you started your organization?
I did. Yes, it is.
And it's not ending. It's still happening on the I-94 corridor. It's almost an epidemic at this point, I'm being told, by the sheriff's offices down there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't just start. This is something that has been going on for many, many years. We're just reaching a place where people are feeling more comfortable with speaking out about it, and then we have, you know, other people jumping on board, providing support and additional education. So I believe that it will end, but because it didn't start overnight, I don't think that it will end overnight.
Well, you speaking out makes a huge difference. Thank you for waking up with us. Meet survivor and author Rosalind Metcalf and hear her incredible story of survival as she launches her book, Smoking Out the Shadows, tonight from 4 to 7 at the Pabst Best Place on Juneau Avenue. Admission is free. She'll also talk about her organization. We have all that information in the link section of tmj4.com. Learn about her and her book now. Thank you for waking up with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Much more still to come on Live at Daybreak on today's TMJ4, including